Then again, if you have estrogen, all hope is lost. I didn't get the chance to speak on this when it first broke, which is why we're here now. Dana Brooke, Hun, Cutie Pie. Strictly, I'm speaking from a place of criticism. To me, in my opinion, last Tuesday, I believe you contributed to what I thought was one of the best parts of the show that night. NXT, the only good show I enjoyed this week. And I'm being real. Your best work for sure, I'll say that too. What you did was good. It was damn good. What's the deal with you twirling to social media like the Ice Queen Urza from Frozen? Talking about you suck, you suck, you understand you suck, etc. Like, listen to me. Man, I tell y'all, wrestlers in 2023, actually society in general, walk around with their pussy on ice. Literally. Like come on, man. Like, compared to other fandoms too, like, the biggest bitches, in my opinion, are the wrestlers, the fans, the CEOs of the company. So Dana, relax. It's just words. They're not gonna super glue your makeup on your face, even though you already pretty sure you already do that yourself. But back, why are you pretending this is a new thing? To much of my knowledge, people have called you all kinds of nasty discrimination for years. So let me know again. I'm pretty sure. Let me rephrase that. Let me ask you again. Why are you crying to Twitter? Why are you crying Twitter tears like this? Speaking of which, go home, look into your mirror, and tell me. Just let me know. Let me know this, Dana. I feel like I'm speaking about Dana White, but tell me. Compared to a Rhea Ripley, a Bianca Belair, a Charlotte Flair, to a certain degree, all these other women on the roster with such accolades and the talent that they've displayed. Tell me, what do you rank? Where do you think you rank with said women I just mentioned? Not to say you're trying a little bit. That's what these wrestlers don't understand nowadays. They keep attempting trying to please the Dave Meltzers, the indie marks, what's popular at the moment, instead of focusing on what they should be focusing on. But Dana Brooke, really, I'm addressing this is to all the wrestlers, as be in context. I put it in context at the same time. Especially someone like a Wardlow, even a Big E. Y'all saw what happened to them when they tried to do that indie bullshit. Even a Dante Martin, as decent as he was, they end up in a hospital. Almost 300-pound guys like Wardlow, trying to do Jeff Hardy moves, or you need to stop doing that shit. You're not gonna out nerf and get the same results when it comes to somebody like a Sammy Guevara. Definitely a Ricochet. You're not gonna Will Ospreay or Kenny Omega. You're not gonna do what they've been able to do, given your size to begin with. I think of, even though I just kind of don't like MJF, I kind of said it before too. I will give it to him. He's still, as much as I don't think he's tapping his full potential, and he clearly doesn't get, he kind of still is not there yet as what a heel should actually be in terms. Clearly his mic skills are, ether heat. He has his own character. He, talks back. He degrades the audience like a heel should, make people hate him. I mean, even though you could kind of look at LA Knight and think to yourself, He kind of looks like a Stone Cold or a Rock, but it's not like he's completely going out there and cosplaying as a Rock or a Stone Cold. Shit, most of the legends that I didn't think to myself too, but most of the legends that we're familiar with either took inspiration or blatantly ripped from each other's gimmicks. Looking at you, Hogan. But still, the reason people like LA Knight, it's because he's entertaining. I mean, why does it matter overall when us, the audience, we benefit from it. We watch, we like watchable characters, don't we? We want to watch and enjoy the product. I don't bring up and try to say, oh well, I think Michael Jackson is basically James Brown reincarnated, or Eminem, he's just a white version of Tupac. No, I don't say shit like that. Why would I say some stupid shit like that? They take inspiration and add their own flair. Like I said, even when it comes to Hulk Hogan, they take inspiration and they add their own flair. I mean, if we really want to bring that shit up, then why doesn't it Kevin Owens, a guy who literally uses the stunner, but nobody really talks about it. I'm pretty sure people who don't like him necessarily, they use that as sort of a bias, that they say, oh, he's basically just cosplaying as a Stone Cold, or he doesn't have his own move set. But still, Becky Lynch literally calls herself, made her basically her whole character around a man. Calls herself the Man. Obviously, you know what I'm referring to when I'm trying to bring up a Ric Flair. Doesn't get called out by her fan base or other people, because WWE or people want to prop her up and act like she's some of this like fake ass feminist icon. Just letting y'all know, y'all should be taking that into consideration. You should be taking some classes from them, Dana Brooke. That's one problem I'll also address too. I know I'm sexist. Put away the Twitter, Reddit, itty bitty insults, because you do have these women wrestlers unnecessarily try to go out of their way and do what the men do. You know that whole base point when it comes to that. And they do what the men do, but worse and abnormal. When you should be trying to stand out from the crowd. Like I mentioned, like I mentioned, what I do, I don't really care for the sexual appeal in wrestling, but clearly it's a draw. I mean, and women out there that talk, you're misogynist. They clearly benefit from that appeal. It's clearly a draw. But yeah, let me shut up before I start a petition to get myself banned. Clearly Dana Brooke knows what she's doing. Of course she knows what she knew what the fuck she was doing when she put that tweet out, having the mentally challenged IWC, we're coming for you, queen, we support you. Wrestlers themselves even had Bayley and Sasha Banks, wrestlers like those, like, to chime in. Like, why not talk about it behind closed doors? Why plaster it in front of social media? Why do that in that manner for everybody to see? That's because that's what these wrestlers do nowadays. Crying on Twitter, whether it's Instagram, wherever. You see how CM Punk moves. The fucking sensitivity, instead of doing what wrestlers before you did before to clap back in order to get over. It just added to that. They just added to it. They used it. They thrived on it. I like Bayley and Sasha. In my opinion, two of the greatest women wrestlers when it comes to their in-ring work. Way over, of course, like to wrestlers like Sable and Sunny, and Trish, even Trish and Lita. but you can't deny and shame people when they say that you suck in their eyes because you do. Like, that's just their opinion too. Like, you can't try to shame them for that. Bailey, what I talked about too, like Bailey and the damage control, I even talked about it myself, as many other, I'm pretty sure y'all saw it too, as many other wrestling commentators did. When I was saying that, in my own point of view, when I was saying that, yeah, Bailey definitely deserves, bigger than this. Worst decision in WWE, of course, one of the worst decisions ever possible that's been made in WWE when she was put in that group, and just the overall sufferance that they added to to this past year already. The moment they got on screen together in some 2022 too, but yeah, just overall, I've talked shit about many other wrestlers that people like, or anything in general. Yeah, I see shit all day, all over social media. People shitting all over wrestlers that I like, or the entertainment, whichever it can be in general. People shitting on what I grew up with. It's a thing now. It is, whether it's Twitter, it's social media. Doesn't mean I'm gonna go out of my way like some of you bitch-made keyboarders do and hunt people down for their opinion. I don't care about shit like that. Like some of the when you think about some of the established, megastars back in their prime, you think everybody liked Hogan? You think even people in the 80s, you think people liked Hogan? No, man. It's their opinion, man. They have their favorite wrestlers and what they grew up with, just like we're currently in now. Just like people don't like Hogan now. Like, they booed, yeah, the people we got to probably, look up to now, Shawn Michaels, the Booker Shawn Michaels, the wrestler Shawn Michaels. You really think we gotta get into that? They booed Shawn. It's shit that comes out today around Shawn, how much people hated him because he just overall thrived. Well, whether it was just the overall in his personal health decline, but yeah, he was an asshole. Him and Triple H, people hated them. They booed Shawn Michaels like they were about to run the barricade for his ass. Literally, like, you almost was just like, even when you look back then, like, you can clearly see niggas wanted to hop over their gate and legit beat his ass. Y'all seen the clips with Montreal? He was told he was gay because of his flamboyant looks. So was Stone Cold and The Rock. They had haters. Just like Rocky mentioned it himself. The Rock was literally told. He was told on screen. People were chanting, literally chanting this. People told The Rock, "Die, Rocky, die. Die, Rocky, die." That's what they said. John Cena spent an entire generation, basically his entire career, being told that he sucked. Remember that whole chant? Let's go Cena, Cena sucks. Let's go Cena, Cena sucks. Mixed reactions, literally everywhere he went. Roman Reigns is going through that right now. He, honestly, in my opinion too, one of the best turnarounds for a character I've seen all my years, as a wrestling fan. People still to this day, people still say that he sucks. He's still trash. Tribal chief character, he's still trash. Never was good. That's just their opinion. And I'll tell you too, I didn't like how he was pushed and everything like that. People laughed and congratulated when he had leukemia. It's not like he just overall went on social media and told everybody that they were gonna die and he was gonna, like, no, he didn't do that. He didn't do that. He worked to where he is now. He turns people around on him. These guys, what I'm just mentioning, they were told on a consistent basis that they sucked, and they never should have got the spotlight that they had, being that they were the biggest stars in the history, whether they had haters or not. I said, just like I said, everybody, I'm gonna, like I said, just like I am now, even the way I'm praising him now, I'm like, I'm gonna get hate comments because people don't like him. That's their opinion. I'm not gonna shame them for it, because my problem with it, is, why make so much of a big fucking deal out of it? I get misrepresenting like facts, of course, overall when it comes to said wrestler, especially if you have favoritism bias. I can clearly see that. Like when I showed some of y'all when I showed y'all the the tweets, I kind of got it in it with people over John Cena, what he contributed actually. What they did, said wrestler, what they did for wrestling, if they were a draw, the matches they had, etc. Oh yeah, for sure, I admire you if you dressed yourself in a manner like that. Oh, absolutely. I understand misrepresentation to try to manipulate the value that wrestler actually had, and when you try to like bring up almost to have leverage or to get back at somebody. I hear that. If Cody Leach, I hear him talk about that time all the time too. Yeah, he brings up a good point too on that. Cody Leach, he's also a fellow YouTuber. But when you go on social, when you get on and it could be anything too, anywhere on social media, you gotta throw insults to try to demean my character, make it as if I started World War III, when I'm just speaking from a place of simple criticism. Simply what it is, it's just criticism. It's just what I'm speaking from my point of view. Why are you speaking like you know it all? Such a trash take. You should delete your channel. You're a pedophile. Shut the fuck up. Shit like that. And these, y'all should know these kinds of fans too, especially when you talk about, they're all over Twitter. All over fucking Twitter. The wrestler picks, PFPs. You see it in their profile on Twitter. The Sasha Banks twins, the Sasha Banks stands, the Alexa Bliss stands, the Liv Morgan stands, now the Rhea Ripley stands, anybody. Bianca Belair too. I say that, I can say it to you, say that too, they don't know you. They don't know you exist in their world. They don't care. They don't think about you 24/7. You're a loser to them, especially when I know y'all saw the clip, especially when Rhea Ripley, when she was that's what they think of you. That's all you are. It's it depends on the situation. You're weird to them. You're sad. It's simply that. The virtual signaling and the constant crying on social media. They're doing that for an obvious reason, right? What they're doing that for, right? To get over, right? It's the only way they can. That's what they do nowadays. Because they can't do it in the ring. They can't do it in which they naturally do in wrestling. Remember a while ago, of course, Cora Jade. I think I talked about it too. Cora Jade, she basically did the same thing that Dana Brooke is doing right now. And she called out Sky Blue and said that she was stealing her gimmick, and she was copying her, ripping her off, when we've literally seen many other versions of the same character that she's playing. She even said it herself. She legit takes, and she looks like them too. She takes inspiration from CM Punk and AJ Lee, and she looks exactly like AJ Lee. If AJ, I mean, she got a tan, but Cora is AJ Lee if she was just pure pale. AJ Lee, the Bella Twins, and fans came at her and she got up in arms about it. Bottom line, Dana, when it comes to Dana Brooke, how much money you make money-wise? You work for WWE. Who cares what these leeches think about you, and anything else? Why does it matter? I can't tell y'all like how many times already that I've been on YouTube already over a year, and I'm only at like 600, too. Only at 600, and I get comments every day. Being that minuscule how I am too, like on YouTube, get comments every day telling me that I suck balls. Why am I speaking on wrestling? I should delete my channel. I sound like a little boy or a rapper. Or like, who cares? And who cares? Like, fuck them. It doesn't affect me. I read them, I laugh, and I go on about my day. That's it. Either they have a logical, debate conversation, or I just move on. As simple as that. Not everybody is going to agree with or take into consideration in what I present in my argument. There's people that are, there's people that are gonna like you, and there's people that are gonna hate you. Yeah, I mean, it's a everyday society. You see it every day. Can't do anything about it. Either you can be a part of the cesspool and get butthurt like everybody else, or just have fun with it. Enjoy yourself. It's that simple. Like I said, I'm a small channel on YouTube, and a swarm of a million other channels that have the archetype that they want when it comes to kissing ass, or like getting on their knees in like this current day of wrestling. Yeah, you have your archetypes out there. Solid Monster, JD. When it comes to whether it comes to AEW or just specifically. And not even them, because they sound like, they have some logic, but still, when it comes to, certain things, or just overall being contradictory, I would say in that regard. But no, like, I respond if I want. I heart it, I may respond. Yeah, I may give you a little something, or I don't. I just move on. Like, that's what you gotta do. Not everybody is gonna like what you're gonna like. 20 years or however 20 years being on this earth, I've come to realize that to myself, and just overall too, however long that you like, or whatever, the circles, spaces that you've been on, like, it's obvious. Not everybody is gonna like what you fucking like. Get over it. Be fucking real with yourself. Like, seriously. Like I said, like, clearly people that I grew up with, people I said I like whatever I like, and there's obvious there's people out there that don't like what I like, or like the wrestlers that I like. It is what it fucking is. Like, it's not. But yeah, people act like it pretends it hurts them. I dare you to go, like, yeah, y'all should go on my videos right now, whether just anything, whether it's what I'm doing right now or the shorts, like especially like the Cody Rhodes one. Go find that, the Cody Rhodes ones. Go find those. That's shorts. And you'll like that's that. I mean, yeah, you'll like, besides that, yeah, you'll barely see me there, like, because I don't care. Like, yeah, the Cody Rhodes one, you'll barely see me there, or you'll see it if it's a heart or not. Y'all know that shit adds time too. Like, the only time, like, y'all know that shit, it goes going back and forth with somebody on social media or just whatever. Like, y'all know that shit adds time, right? It's a waste of time. Like, the only person you'll find me in the comment section, you'll see me there, or whatever, because you can see me anywhere. It's like when I'm debating, when I'm like having a logical conversation with that person, and you happen to challenge what I'm saying right now, or in the video, or if like this last set, if they say some of the most stupidest Twinkie doodle shit, you might see me there. Should just laugh. Other than that, I'm not wasting hours, days, months, years, literally my life, time off my life clock, just to go back and forth over needless shit. It's not worth it. Just letting y'all know. If like I'll be watching, like, if you have anything to add or debate about, I'll be there waiting. But at the end of the day, You could just, if you just gonna be sitting there, just worrying about what other people said, or basically questioning your sanity, it's the end of the world. I see people like that all day on social media and YouTube. It's like, specifically this girl on this channel is like, what? Like, it really doesn't make any sense. Yeah, imagine being a kid in this generation with social media. Yeah, and I've had to deal with shit too. Ugh, that would be a fucking wreck. Still, it's like, yeah, you're sitting there questioning your sanity, like whether you're worth anything at all, thinking about this and that because like somebody said, something to manipulate you into believing that, yeah, like you don't exist. Like, and I don't like speaking in this context, or pretending to be what somebody like a Fresh and Fit are doing right now to many other, just doing what they can to prey, like many other people, whatever it is, to just prey on them, to when they like address themselves, or they may like, yeah, just where it can be like what you're seeing, what you're going on right now, what do you see going on right now. They telling you who you should answer to. Yeah, I want because it's like more. It depends on the situation. I'm saying because it like face to face. Whether you like, or yeah, simply in the comment section, like, can you do what I do? Like, can you get on here and bring up? Yeah, like, can you do YouTube? Like, can you do what I'm currently doing right now? And yeah, that's what you should be in the comments to people that try to like, yeah, just put you down or try to threaten your life, who don't like your opinion, and it's just you happen to be on a platform. Yeah, like, instead of being ignorant and playing along, like, just mock their feelings in a creative, healthy way. Best way to handle it. They're thinking about you. That's what it comes down to. They hate you. You're a bad person, and you're everything. You're everything in the world. Yet you find them lurking in your comments. Yep. They hate you, but they're screaming at you, telling to get off YouTube. You shouldn't be here. They hate you, but they're in your video on your channel talking all the shit in the world. Because it's clear, judging by their comment, they want you to be in the same position they're in. They want you to be miserable. They want you to be a jackass like them. Yeah, don't be an SWJ. Don't virtue signal, because you're gonna get even more laughter. You're gonna get people that look at you and they just completely just fall over. Yeah, you're gonna get mocked, because it's obvious when like I said, speaking in this context, and like it always is what these wrestlers do nowadays. It's obvious what you're doing and what you're, where you're doing it. Being that, it's a public place. It's in a public, whether it's in or on a public, place, platform, anything. Yeah. But, stay blessed, y'all. Like usually, stay blessed, Cosmos. I'll see y'all when I do, and take it easy.